Hey guys, Nary here from Drake Wayne Gaming, so you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Tennessee, Shoichi's Path. So guys, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Please sit back and enjoy for the next 18 minutes when entertaining, and let's jump right in. Alarm you're up, and let's go. Apparently I'm coming up on a very, very good scene. Let's do it. Okay. What the hell am I doing? My brain finally catches up to what I'm doing as the last remnants of my sleepy days lifts from my mind, causing me to immediately jump away before I can go through with what I was about to do. Gonna grip me! Allowing my back as far away from Shoichi as I can get without falling out of the bed. Covering my eyes with my hand, I let the realization of what I was about to do sink in. Seriously, what the hell's wrong with me? I have a dream of kissing my best friend and suddenly wake up only to try and do it? That would definitely be sexual assault. Getting carried away by a dream and nearly kissing someone because of it? God, I'm just so pathetic. It's all that damn wolf's fault for putting these thoughts in my head in the first place. You damn cutie. I turned back to look at Yuuichi again. Despite my own rowdiness, he still sleeps undisturbed. Good thing I didn't wake him up. That would just be embarrassing. But I can't deny what I've been thinking a lot about him lately, even if it's just been trying to make sense of what he feels for me. Whether what that guy said is true or not, I don't know, but maybe Not letting my brain finish that thought, I turn around in bed to try and go back to sleep. I should probably avoid having mind-shattering realizations in the middle of the night when I'm still sleepy. Tell me about it. Oh, I've got some delicious pumpkin cold brew. The sound of the bell ringing snaps everyone's attention away from the lecture. My stomach is definitely thankful for the arrival of lunch break, though. Oh, hello there. Oh, is it time already? A class sure did fly today. A few students mumble half-hearted agreements, probably trying to appease the teacher. Today we had another class filled with subjects that are nowhere on our curriculum and shouldn't have been assigned to us at all. It's good that he's passionate about his work as a history teacher, but he really should focus on the stuff he's supposed to be teaching instead of just talking about whatever he wants. Well, I guess that's it for today. Make sure you kids check the material once you get home. For now, enjoy your lunches. The class mumbles a few agreements as Shima-sensei grabs his things and walks out the door. I'm pretty sure we're not about to win any awards for enthusiasm. I turn to look to my side to see June staring down at his books with a conflicted look on his face. I swear I can hear the gears turning desperately inside of his head. Hey, June, what are you thinking so hard about? It's, trying to remember all this material for the midterms. They're supposed to be week after the festival, right? Yeah, I'm surprised you're even bothering to study for it. I need to pass if I want to go to Germany. I guess that's true. Are you feeling well, though? You only just came back to school after being on bed rest. I'm feeling fine, mostly just lost. I have no idea what any of this is supposed to be. And don't even get me started on this math. Yeah, a few days away will certainly do that to you. I give up. I can't memorize any of this. I just have a ton of dates floating around in my head and I have no idea what any of them are for. I can try tutoring you later if you think that would help. Yeah, I think it would. Thanks. How about we talk about something else at the moment? I kinda don't want to think about this right now. Of course. Say, how was your weekend? I was meaning to visit you, but ended up getting a bit busy. Sorry about that. I did say I didn't want you guys to go out of your way for me, so I wasn't expecting anyone. Things were just really boring for the most part. Not much to do at home other than play video games. And I already beat all the games I have. What about the piano? Piano. You could have snuck in some practice at least, no? You'd think so, but my parents didn't really want me stressing over the piano while I was recovering. Jeez, isn't that a little overboard? I know you hit your head and all, but it wasn't even a big injury. I thought you'd have been totally cleared by the weekend. You'd certainly think so. What do you... My sentence is cut off by the sound of the room's back door being opened, with Saya and Shoichi walking in together. Osu! Morning. A different... What's this? What's this? 1 second, guys. Let me see what this says. What is this saying? Okay, alrighty. The difference between their greetings is certainly very noticeable. Osu! Morning. Kinda rare to see you both walking in together. What gives? Nothing much. Saya-chan and I just bumped into each other in front of the door. The two of them grab chairs as June and I push our tables together so the four of us can sit together. We all take out our lunchboxes and put them on the top of the table. You know, I have a feeling the teachers are trying to kill us from boredom before the festival so we won't be able to enjoy it. Say that to June. His head was about to burst just about 5 minutes ago. Yuichi-san, don't say it like that. Do you need someone to help you study? I can try to see if I can get some free time. No, it's alright. I'll be fine. How are you feeling, though? Are you sure you're well enough to be back in class? I was well enough since I got discharged from the hospital. My parents are just really paranoid. Paranoid, huh? And by the way, I was going to ask before you guys walked into the room. You asked about how my weekend went, Yuichi-san, but what about yours? My weekend? Well, whenever I try to think about my weekend, that stupid dream just flashes back to my head. Actually, I'd like to ask the same in my thing myself. You were gone by the time I woke up and didn't answer your phone all day on Sunday. What? You guys spent the night together? Was it because of the party? Oh, right, you were going to throw a party for your dad. Yeah, Yuichi spent the night on Saturday since it was too late for him to go home on his own. Then I wake up and he was just gone. He didn't answer any of my texts either. Yeah, I just thought I should get home early. I already wasn't supposed to spend the night out, so I'm sure my mom wanted me back at home as soon as possible. That still doesn't explain why you couldn't pick up your phone. I was busy with homework. I let a lot of it pile up. Seriously, you're really irresponsible, you know that? I don't want to hear that after all the work I put in to help you throw that party. And get your homework done in time. Truth be told, I just wanted to get out of this house as fast as I could. As soon as the sun cracked, I picked up my things and left. Just seeing him in front of me already has me feeling both embarrassed and anxious for some reason. I didn't want to run the risk of doing something stupid. How's your dad doing anyway? Did he like the party? He seemed to enjoy it. He was very tired from the trip, but he still socialized a lot. There's nothing but compliments for Yuichi the whole time, too. That's great. I'm really glad things worked out well. Yeah, sure. Sai and June don't even notice it, but since I was there that night, I know how torn up Shoichi is about the whole thing. I'm still angry at Takahiko-san for only criticizing his son despite everything Shoichi did for him. I saw Hitoka at the party. She stayed the night, too. Who's Hitoka? She's Shuichi's little sister. She's a freshman here in our school, and I thought you weren't going to invite her to that. I wasn't. Someone else took care of that for me. Even though I'm looking anywhere but at him, I can still feel Shuichi's eyes burn a hole on my face. Man, he's still pissed about that whole thing. Yeah, that was a very unfortunate decision, huh? I'm still gonna get back at you for that. What's the problem in having her there anyway? I'm sure she was all too happy to go. Oh, sure she was. Oh, she sure was. Especially because this dumbass here felt the need to tell her I purposefully didn't invite her in the first place. She was all too happy to go just so she could chew me out for it. Saya winces, scratching at the back of her neck with an uncomfortable expression. Oh, ouch. Knowing Hitoka-chan, that can't have been pretty. It wasn't. Heh, I'm really sorry. Sorry doesn't make up for it, pal. I'm gonna have your ass for that later. It was nice knowing you, Yuichi-san. You will be missed. Don't just write me off like that! I know I already said this last night, but I'm really, really, really sorry. I swear I'll find some way to make this up to you. You can start by smoothing things over with her. The last thing I need is Hitoka clinging to me all the time like I'm a little child, and like I'm a little child in need, and instead of I'm a little child in need of an adult escort. Okay. Wouldn't she be the little child, though, since you're her big brother and all? Believe me, the fact that I'm her older brother won't keep her from patronizing me in the slightest. Ah, I see. You can imagine my joy at the prospect of being babysat by her. At least you'll get to spend more time with your sister. That's got to be a nice thing, right? I suppose. Oh man, that wasn't a happy I suppose. Shuichi sighs, slumping forward on the table with a defeated look on his face. I've just had so much stuff to worry about lately. I didn't need to add another one to the list. You're her older brother, though. You can't just ignore her forever. It's not supposed to be forever, just until I could get my problems dealt with. Do you even have that many problems to be dealt with? That's the first time I've heard of it. Between the volleyball club, the student council, the entrance exams, and my own grades, I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell you about those, and that's already a lot. Now that Dad's back, I also have to worry about that, too. Why do you have to worry about your dad? I'd rather not get into that. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked. You're fine. The man's just a piece of work. Takahiko-san, that's Shuichi's dad's name, is a pretty overbearing man. I'm sure he's gonna have to deal with a lot of pressure now that he's back home. You'd be right about that. Can you believe I have to deal with a curfew again? A curfew? Not even I have that. That's not too bad, though, right? I mean, you're not the type to be out of the house late anyway. I have to be home by 6 p.m. Club activities can easily go over that on some days. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Actually, can we just talk about something else? I don't want to think about this right now. Yeah, sure. How about we talk about your lunch? I bet it's gonna be pretty and delicious today, too. Actually, I had to buy a pre-made lunch at the convenience store. Hitoka was feeling spiteful towards me and didn't bring me any today. Gee, I wonder why. Well, maybe this is an opportunity to rely on her less. After all, you two don't even live together. I don't want to hear that from you. You're the cause of all this. Sorry. What is it with you today? You're just rolling along with the punches. Usually you'd have some kind of snarky remark on the ready. I don't know what to tell you. Are you sure you're okay? I'm fine, seriously. I'm pretty sure my voice went up by 1 or 2 keys when I said I'm fine, but if anyone's noticed, they decided to just ignore it. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna have way better food than I do today. I have chicken karange. Damn, your mom really went out of her way today. Actually, I'm the one who makes my lunches. She just leaves out the ingredients for me to use. Wait, you can cook? I studied in boarding school and my parents worked 2 jobs. I'm used to doing chores. Damn, everyone's better at this kind of thing than I am. Not everyone. I give Shoichi a sly, knowing glance. Saya immediately realizes what I mean. Oh, right. What? Shoichi looks between the two of us with confusion. It honestly bothers me. I feel awkward just looking at him. Talking to him with the others around isn't too bad, but I'm not really being myself, am I? Ugh, my head hurts. I came out of the rooftop after classes ended for the day. Like most days, there's a nice breeze here on the rooftop, ruffling my fur and helping me deal with the heat. I'm glad the rooftop has restricted access to the students. At least that makes it so that I don't have to share the place with anyone else. The only real mystery is why they ever lock the door if they don't want anyone coming around here. Even though we have practice today, I decided to take a few minutes to myself so I can relax before I go there. This weekend has been a little rough on my sanity. I'm worrying about this whole thing with Yuuichi more than I should be. I thought I'd resigned myself to accept him, and no matter whether having him feelings for me is true or not, but I can't get it out of my head. I've been thinking about it more and more since the idea was first planted. As I'm walking to the spot I usually nap in, I hear some shuffling. Who's... Oh. From behind the vent, I see the one person I wish I would never run into again. Well, isn't this awfully coincidental? We meet again. But why are you here? My brain immediately starts scrambling. I don't even want to think about being in the same room with this guy, and yet here he is, right in front of me. If there's a god, he either really hates me or has a really twisted sense of humor. I could ask you the same question. I'm always here. This is kind of my place. Your place? Don't see your name anywhere here. Must have missed it. Unless you're the rooftop, whose name I saw on the door. The wolf shrugs, staring at me with what is either absolute boredom or a really good poker face. Don't act smart with me. I come here every day, and I've never seen you here before that day when you tried pushing me. Oh, please. We both know I wasn't trying to push you. I don't think that's, next question. There wasn't a question, but whatever, not my problem. What does that guy even see in you in the first place? You're so bland. Could you just shut up already? Stop bringing Shoichi into this. Why? Have I struck a nerve? Yeah, you know you did. It's not my fault he's always obsessing about whenever you're around. He's like a dog in heat. Seeing the way he acts around you, frankly, makes me want to puke. Wolf has the biggest shit-eating grin on his face. Oh, he's so fucking smug, it honestly pisses me off. Which I'm sure is his objective in the first place. I know I should control myself. I know I shouldn't say anything about it, but I feel like my blood is boiling as I begin to seethe with rage. He can say whatever the hell he wants about me, but to badmouth Shoichi in front of me? He has a lot of nerve. You're the better man. I start reciting math in my head and try to cool off. Nothing gets my brain to shut off and disengage quicker than math does. I just stand there staring at that stupid smile on his face without doing or saying anything. What's wrong? Cat's got your tongue? Ah, poor little captain will be so sad about that. Even though every fiber of my being wants to do nothing but punch his teeth in, I refuse to be that kind of person. He can throw whatever abuse he wants at me. I'm not going to take the bait. He wants to get a rise out of me, then he'll have to work for it because I'm not giving it to him that easy. Whatever you say. Huh? A smile on his face instantly vanishes, being replaced by a look of confusion and consternation. Music comes up again. He must not be used to people just ignoring him like this. Come to think of it, he probably acts this way to push people away on purpose. Why he'd want to do that, I have no idea. But he probably doesn't know how to act when people don't fight back, which is kind of already a victory by itself. What, not gonna say anything? I know you might not be the most creative guy, but come on, you can't be that stupid. Well, sorry, must be having an off day. I make sure to sound as monotone as I possibly can. He frowns. Nothing. You've got nothing to say to that. No witty one-liners, no snarky responses. Anything. Nope, sorry, I'm all snarked out. He eyes me up and down for a few seconds, studying me. What's wrong with you? Did you get hit in the head or something? Can't you tell that I'm insulting you? You are? Must have gone over my head. I have to admit, the look of confusion on his face is hilarious. Finally, he turns away, sighing. Wolf sits down on the floor, leaning his back against the vent pipe and just looking away from me. Jeez, didn't know you were a bore, too. He lost all the attitude he had just a few minutes ago. Instead, he stares quietly at the roof's guardrails, or maybe he's looking at the sky beyond them. So, why are you here? Why? You want me to leave? His voice doesn't have any sign of derision or malice in it anymore. It echoes clear and honesty, and honestly sounds quite a bit bored. Instead of trying to taunt or annoy me, it doesn't sound like he just... It sounds like he just doesn't care. It kind of catches me off guard how quickly his personality flipped. Or maybe he's always like this. That's not what I'm saying. I just want to know why you decided to start coming here all of a sudden. Like I said, I come here all the time, and I'd never seen you here before. The wolf sighs, rubbing his forehead. Don't you have other people to annoy instead of me? Friends, maybe? Sure, but none of them are here right now, so I guess you're the one I'm stuck with. I can still walk out. Sure, that was also true 5 minutes ago, though, and you didn't. He sighs again. This guy sure can sigh. If you're not going to do anything to amuse me, then you could at least be quiet. Yeah, well, too bad then. I'm not here to satisfy your whims. Oh, so now you've got snark. It comes and goes. There's a lot of demand for it, so its stocks fluctuate wildly. You're such a shithead. Look who's talking. Oh wow, great comeback. Nuh-uh, you are. I don't know how it will ever recover. If you say so. So you're just going to blank me out whenever it's convenient to you? Blank? That doesn't sound like me. Although I've got to admit, no one's ever treated me like that before. It's refreshing. Kind of amusing, too. You found that amusing? Geez, you really are a broken toy. Pretty much, but I own up to it. That doesn't give you a pass to be an insufferable cunt. So which is it going to be? Are you going to cuss me out or tune me out? Make up your mind already. I wonder. You're either a giant idiot or actually come to think of it, there's no alternative. I guess. For fuck's sake, stop doing that already. It's boring me when you do that. In case you haven't noticed, that's the goal. Yeah, well, at least I have to give you props for being original. No one's ever done that to annoy me before. It's not supposed to make you happy, you know. Well, sucks to be you. You don't get to tell me how I'm supposed to feel. Also, you still haven't answered my question of why you came up here. Oh god, you're not gonna let that go, are you? Don't plan to, no. You're already up here with me, and you already know being, will get you nowhere, so what's the harm in talking? It almost looks like he's weighing whether he should be forthcoming or keep acting like a jerk. Well, if he chooses to be a jerk, then I can at least tell Shoichi that I tried, but there's no redeeming this guy. Instead, he sighs one more time, scratching the top of his head and looking away from me. The first time I came here, I did so because I was called by the captain. While I was waiting for him, I really liked the breeze up on the roof and how quiet it is. Oh! What, are you gonna make fun of me for it? No, it's not what I was thinking at all. Honestly, those are the same reasons why I like it up here. I'm kind of surprised by it. That would list the exact same reasons why I like it to be here. That's one hell of a coincidence. He's not exactly very talkative, is he? Honestly, why am I even trying to talk to this guy in the first place? Is what I would like to say, but I already know the answer to that. Shoichi believes he's actually a good guy who just needs someone to talk to. Well, Shoichi is also incredibly naive. No one's ever just going to solve his issues by just talking. I'm pretty sure that even if Shoichi's right, this guy's still gonna need years of therapy to readjust. But it doesn't hurt to try talking to him, I guess. Can I ask you a question? You've already been bugging me this whole time, might as well. I'm gonna pause it right here. I guess we're getting to know Haruki pretty well. An interesting character. He's got a lot of issues. He's got a lot of trust issues and social issues with people, but maybe in his own run we can work past that and see the wonderful inner person that he is. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!